There are 4 powers that cause motion in life or progress in life. There are 4 powers. Number 1 power is called the power of academics. The power of academics. I know we live in an age where people are ignoring books and knowledge. But allow me to tell you the truth. There is a realm where you cannot survive without knowledge. I met a man who gave me an advice and told me, those who are street smart are always robbed by those who are book smart. And those who are book smart are robbed by those who are street smart. He said, sir, you need both. You need to come from the streets and come from the library. You will survive. Those who are street smart, they are always robbed by the book smart. You are street smart. You know where to get the goods. You know how to seal deals. But you don't know how to reconcile credit and debit. Then you get an accountant who has a master's in account. He empties your account and balances everything. But you think you are street smart, but someone has seen a gap in your level of academia. And some people are so book smart that they don't understand deals in the street. Someone will come and sell you something people are selling 50 bob and sell you for 1,000. Because you don't know the streets. That's why you need to be both street smart and book smart. Is someone getting me? Because knowledge is power. And there are many avenues. You don't need a PhD. You don't need to go to a university for you to be intellectual. Begin to harvest books. There are online courses. Put something in your mind. You'll discover the top is for very few people who have paid the price of sitting down and doing what many don't want to do. There are things you read and they deliver you. The next level of your life is not connected just to prayer. It's connected to what you know. Number 2, there is what we call social power. Somebody say social power. Somebody say social power. Can I tell you something? In the age of social media, this is a power you need. Social power is a capital. Now it is time for the church to have social capital. Not to raise celebrities, no. We need to understand that there is a difference between fame and greatness. Social capital in the kingdom does not come as fame, it comes as greatness. Every great man is famous, but not every famous man is great. That one you need to know. There are men that are famous, but their fame dies with them. But great men are like seeds. By the time they die, 1,000 rise. Look, Jesus was a great man. When he died, we are now alive because of the greatness of Jesus. So the Lord does not give men fame, he gives them greatness. And greatness has everything to do with raising sons, imparting a generation. It is not about self, it's about rising with others. Fame is about a man. Fame is about me. In greatness, we say, Lord, take the stage. Wacha nididimie wewe wiinuke. Because this is not about fame. Fame is when men now make riches, but greatness is when men make wealth. And the greatest wealth in greatness is men, not money. That's why the church must begin to understand the language of greatness. The language of greatness is not awarded in time. You cannot say this was a good preacher. It will take the end of time for the one that awards and rewards greatness to say, welcome, good and faithful servant. That's why when Paul was dying, he said, I have run the race, I have kept the faith, and now I am ready for the crown. We don't receive our roses when we are alive. Great men, their reward is heaven. Once in a while, God will allow men to remind them that indeed you are doing a good job. But the reward of men is not the motivation of greatness. It's a seed. Is someone getting me? And so when we begin to raise great men, there will be men of social influence. That's why don't be afraid to be known. When they release their sound, we release our sound. Yeah, I saw there's a place, you know, I've seen mpaka nimefika pale nikaanza kusema tunafaa kwa tukipiganga kelele. Unaona tu mtu wa secular kidogo hivi amefanya ka event, watu wamekuja 1,000, hatutapumua online. Ma selfie, ma hashtag nini. Nikasema hata mimi Sunday naweza kuanganikia hata tuharibike kidogo. Pia si tupige kelele. Kwa sababu now, you know, a small event and there is a lot of noise. You see, the devil is very happy when 50 people who know the truth cannot affect 55 million people. Jesus died a public death. That's why our proclamation of the gospel has to be public. We need men to get in the media space. We need people to dominate the music space. We need people to dominate the art space, the acting area. We need movies that are done from the kingdom. We need people to invade that space. Number 3, political power. What I discovered is that political power is what gives you access to territories. Political power is what gives you access to territories. There's a time I was in Nanyuki, and the man of God told me, Nanyuki opened up after a certain old politician died. But after the death of that MP, he was an MP from the days of Kenyatta. No one could take him out of power. He was like a principality, because territorial forces love partnering with thrones. Because anytime you have a man that is thinking deliverance of the people, that man becomes a target of spiritual warfare. So many times the territorial powers want to partner with the throne so that the people can perpetually stay under oppression. That's why anytime a man can rise with good intentions, but there will be partnership with the throne to make sure that oppression and suppression becomes the order of the day. Spirits love thrones. And that's why we need men that have that revelation, that by the time you are standing to be a governor, you are not doing politics like ordinary men. You know, as I take this throne, I need to partner with heaven so that the people I am leading can be delivered. The church has to begin to have conversation on how we handle politics. But we need to be radical. I said here to Kingia Mwaka Siasa, I'll come up with what we call an MOU. So that when a politician comes, he first of all signs an MOU. That you will not promise things you have no money to fulfill. Number 4, economic power. My wife sent me a video of a man of God talking about why we need to save. They said people save so that they can invest, and they save so that they can secure the days of trouble. And one of the things that I'm believing God is that as a ministry, we are going to raise men that are economically stable. For people to be economically stable, they need to understand principles, disciplines, and laws that govern life. There are many things in life that need empowerment financially. And there are few wisdoms in the Bible that can raise a man that is financially stable, once they understood and once they are applied. I looked around and I discovered that one of the advantages of both the Indians, the Muslims, and the multinationals, one of their advantages is the power of unity. We will never break economic ceilings until we become producers. When you are in the food chain and perpetually you are a consumer, I tell you the truth, there are chains you'll never break. And I'm believing God that the Lord is going to release the spirit and the grace of innovation, that some of you will step into manufacturing and production. That is where the world is. And the language has to be the language of generations. I saw the president open the biggest plant of steel by an Indian family called the Deviksky. Their father came in Kenya as a scrap metal collector. That generation has launched a 3 billion facility, because where the father built, the children took over from there. There are conversations that must begin to shift, because we live in a generation of me, myself, and I. And guess what? I was telling my wife, we are so privileged because our children are young and we can begin some cycles at our age and our generation, because we have studied other generations and it never worked. So we cannot do what our parents did. We now need to begin to rethink and re-strategize, because 80% of our prayers have to do with money. Meaning that when we are economically powerful, there are prayers that will come to an end. you.